Back out here again. Had the welding guy out last Saturday. He's repaired the tank, he's left some nitrogen in there. And we've got about a little over 13 and a bit bar on my gauges. He said he's put 14 in there. But the tank's cold now because it's full of milk at 5 degrees, so that would drop the pressure a bit. Plus there's nothing to say that my gauges, you know, they could be 5 psi difference between them quite easily, so I'm quite happy with that. So we've got to let that out, so we've got nothing in here. Take the shredding core out, unsweat that cap, take that little, that's a flare cap. If you ever want to blank a piece of pipe off, but you don't want to crimp it or anything, that's a good way of doing that. If you get a little flare, like a little bonnet, you can just braze it on there, especially if you've got a bigger one. You can sometimes sit it in the piece of pipe. It's a pain, they've got the lights on a timer, on a motion sensor and a timer, and where we're working around the back, the lights keep going out. Anyway, let's get on and get this done. Right, we've got these pipe back on there. Put on pressure test now. We'll give it half an hour or something like that, see how it goes. The units had nitrogen in it for a couple of weeks and that's not dropped, so that's looking good. Just got to insulate the suction line now. Whenever I put the files on there, I usually hold them in place with some electrical tape, and it makes it easier when you're putting the clamp on there, because you're not trying to hold, you know, two things in place and do the screws up. I usually say that ideally these want to be on a horizontal line. But if you do put them on a vertical line, you want to do it with the capillary coming out the top, because if there's any liquid in here and you've got that at the bottom, it can make them very slow to react. And just keep our fingers crossed the pressure test turns out alright. Right, that's the tank. It's a 10,000 litre. So a pipe would come off the back. I've got that all armour flex back up now. We run the pipes along the wall there on cantilever arms. And we come up the wall like that, and then just run them along. We might have an ice builder here in the future, so we thought if we run them along like that, it'd be easy enough to tee into it and then just drop it down into the ice builder. And that goes along there and out through the wall. And that's the other little, it's about 4,800 litres second-hand tank we put in before we did the big one. So we've got existing pipework on the back, which we've just joined onto and then gone straight out the back. And a control box on the wall there. That's the 2 units on the small tank. We're waiting on the builder to put the roof over the 4 of them really, but I think the builder's really busy. Anyway, so that's the pipe that's come out the wall, down the wall. We've got a dryer down there and a sight glass. Hopefully that sheet's not too noisy. We've put 6-pole isolators in there on both of them, so if you turn them off, everything's off. I'm going to have the same issues that unit yesterday where half of it's still live. I've changed the oil in these to synthetic oil from the original mineral, because these are on R22, so that's a step ahead. when the 22 runs out. So this is our 2 units. This is the one we got running the other night. They've put a bit of tin over that. So our pipes come out of the wall. But to offset that, because Sparky put his switches right in line with where we wanted to go. This is our second unit. Had on vacuum for probably half an hour. Yeah, 25 minutes. And that's gone nice and green. Well, that's good, because we had a bit of an issue with this one. It took us changed the oil in the vac pump about 4 times to get it to go down to a decent vacuum. So we might leave it. We'll get the vacuum gauge out in a minute. See how that's doing. We'll do another maybe half an hour, maybe an hour, and we can put some R404 in this one. We'll have to see how it goes. I think we've already weighed the charge into that one, 6.6 kilos, so it's going to be pretty similar. The pipe runs only a metre or 2 shorter, so it's probably going to be about the same. I think the Fabdec build these units themselves. They've got a Unité Hermetique or Tecumseh compressor. I think this is made in Turkey. Somewhere. GVN, made in Turkey. At least it's not Chinese. And they've got a control box on here. Instead of having all the things in that panel like on the older tank, they put everything on the outdoor unit. You've got a contactor, overloads, and a breaker that does the control circuit. So it's a nice little setup, really. Much better than the old one. And then each unit and the tank are all electrically independent, so if you've got a problem with one, you should still be able to run the other bits. Decent quality fan motors. Altogether a nice little unit, really. Now we've set it on some rubber blocks, the same as the old one there. That's on some blocks. Rubber strip. Just it takes any unevenness out in the concrete, and also keeps the sound, the noise down a bit. I've got a cake bin there. It's for the goats to eat while they're having their lunch. By goats to eat while they're being milked, rather. Got lunch on the brain. It must be getting off lunchtime. 12 o'clock. Right, we found a bit of tin lying about, and we've extended their frame and the roofing. We've put some bracing in there. I've screwed that to the unit, so it's quite solid. Got some timber running and a brace. I can't better than what they've done, really. Got some tack screws sliding all the way up. We'll keep the worst of the weather off. I know if I get water in it, it'll be me coming back out to it. Well, started up. See how it runs. Got them both running now. I'm just going to run this one down, check the soup heats on it, wait until it's turned off to cool the milk down and we can check the soup heat. This one has a really big expansion valve that you build up. You get the brass body the pipework connects to, an orifice cage, and the top half with the power element and everything all in one piece. So you have to set them up and turn them so many degrees when you assemble them, and that's what sets the HCB on it. So we'll just confirm that it's not going to be too high, which it isn't. Looking at it, well, what I am concerned with, I don't want it being too low and washing the bearings out. So we'll get the milk really cold and see how it runs. Other than that, it's all looking good. That little roof seems to keep most of the weather off until they get the builders back out here. Might pull our stickers up with the weights and